Hello, I'm Elgato, and welcome back to Q&A Saturday. This is the once-a-week series where I answer your questions that have been asked over the past week or so across the last week's Q&A Saturday video. This is a fun once-a-week opportunity for me to have a back and forth answering your biggest questions from the past week about life, the universe, and of course Minecraft updates. And speaking of Minecraft updates, I'm going to move into the first question, which comes in from Ryder Spider, who asks, have you done a review of the Fox yet? This has 7 likes, and there have been several comments like this over the past week asking me to talk about the brand new Fox in Minecraft and the latest snapshot that's totally come out, but this is somewhere between a hoax and clickbait, I would say. So there's a couple of large YouTubers who have, talked about the Fox, saying this is how it's going to look, talking about it as if it's in a snapshot, even labeling the videos as if they are snapshots. So a lot of people think Foxes are currently in Minecraft, but they have not been added to the game yet. This is a thing that a lot of large YouTubers do, where they review mods and then pretend they're part of the game. It's a really annoying issue, and in my opinion, it's where clickbait crosses the line. You know, it's okay to advertise the best part of your video, but to advertise a part of your video that you know is going to be misconstrued and perceived as part of the game, and if you directly say it like some of these YouTubers have, I think that is a bit misleading. However, it is worth noting, even though the Fox hasn't been added yet, just yesterday, Kojo Max confirmed that he is in fact working on the berries, or he hinted at it very closely, which means that we are going to be starting to see the berry part and the fire part, and then eventually the Fox part of the 1.14 update, but we haven't seen them playable yet, and we're only going to see them for the first time in screenshots in the next few days. And I'll let you know when that happens, because I am super hyped for the Tiger update, but again, sadly, a lot of YouTubers have been tricking people with the whole, oh, here's a Minecraft mod I'm going to pretend is part of the game, and the number of comments, and the fact that this one got 7 upvotes kind of upsets me, because again, I try my best to be honest, and all my titles are things that happen in the videos, but you know, some YouTubers, apparently they don't care, and it works out quite well for them. So, with that said though, let's move to the second question, which comes in from S. Berthiarm, who says, Q&A, what is your favourite part of the VNP update? And can we quickly agree that VNP is a weird way to refer to it? I don't know why, but like, calling it VNP, it feels a little bit uncomfortable to me. Maybe I'm the crazy one, maybe not. But my favourite underrated part of the update so far is probably the, the scaffolding. I think scaffolding is so useful and underutilized. I think that's going to be one of the sleeper features that you're like, oh my god, this is so much better than I figured. I think bamboo farms are actually going to be somewhat useful, and as someone who likes having insane farms, I'm looking forward to that. But the best part so far, or at least that we haven't seen yet, that we know is coming, is probably jungle villages. I'm excited to see the range of what jungle villages can be. This update is kind of like a jungle update, just mixed with a bunch of other stuff, and that's a really good thing in my opinion. So yeah, my favorite part is either jungle villages or scaffolding, depending on whether you mean things that have been added already or things that will be added, but that's my opinion so far. With that said though, let's move into the next one, which comes in from Woozy03 Productions, who says, whoa, did he just say he played Habbo Hotel at the age of 11? That's really weird. It is really inappropriate. I remember seeing it on the news when I was younger. Okay, so this is follow-up from last week's Q&A, but I really wanted to respond to this one because, yeah, this is one of those things that I look back at years later and I was like, oh god, that was a bad thing. So I played Habbo when I was like 8, 9, 10, 11, somewhere in that region, and here's the crazy thing. Habbo Hotel got shut down entirely because I think it was Channel 4 did a big investigation, and it turned out there was a huge number of predators on the server, like looking for young people to play with because they knew that's where they hung out. It was super, super weird. It was just the strangest thing, but I have a couple of stories from it. One is kind of like going back to the money-making thing. I used to sell furniture to my friends because there was pretty much no way to get it for free, so I'd sell like a sofa for like 40p to someone. So when I was young, that's how I used to get like sweet money or whatever. And second of all, there's the fact that I actually have, this is one of the most traumatizing stories of my childhood, but once I actually found a, girlfriend on Habbo Hotel. When you're 11, you make e-relationships, you think it means something, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, basically I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make this person my girlfriend. And then, they asked me for some furniture, like we're laying in the bed together in the game, super inappropriate stuff, and I'm like, yeah, sure, have some furniture, you're my girlfriend after all. You know what happened? The next day I logged on, and they changed their character back, and they were a man. They were pretending to be a girl just to get my furniture, and I don't know, what I'm really saying here is I guess I've never really trusted women ever since. With that said though, let's move into the next question, which comes in from Hi Hungry, I'm Dad. Nice name, by the way. Hi, I haven't played Minecraft in a million years. Why does he keep drinking milk? He didn't say hi, but I added it in there again. So why am I drinking milk so much? In last week's thing, and also in this one, it's because there's an Elder Guardian nearby, which is giving me the mining fatigue effect. It makes it impossible to mine if you have that on you, and also gives you weird particle bubbles I don't like. So I'm drinking milk a bunch just so I can destroy blocks still when I need to, such as while making this roof. There you go. Fun fact, easy answer to an easy question, but it is something that, someone's going to have as a question for this video, so I figured I'd save you the effort. Go Toycat, right? But let's move into the fifth question, which comes in from Electrold, who says, is whatever happened to the combat update V2 we were going to see. So this is a really big question, but it's one I've been thinking about all week, because we just had another hint from another Minecraft developer that, yeah, they are going to be adding shields and new combat to Bedrock. Dinnerbone explicitly said that they are in fact going to be adding shields to Minecraft Bedrock Edition, aka Pocket Edition, aka whatever you want to call it. But like, you know, there's the big question of like, okay, so we're hearing so much about new combat. You want new shields, no doubt. They look cool when you put banners on them. Maybe you want new combat too because you're that sort of person. When is it coming though? And the simple answer to this question is once you add new combat, there's no real easy way to back out from it. And I think the plan is right now, based on the fact that they keep saying, yeah, we intend to add combat, I think the plan is to first of all get Minecraft updates, you know, being super exciting again. You know, 1.13 really was a turning point for Minecraft. It's where updates went from being like, oh, there's a new update, to, oh, there's a new update and you need to check it out. The oceans are amazing. 1.14, you're going to need to check this update out. Villages are changing entirely. They're getting new functions, new villages, all these sorts of things. The updates are getting much bigger, much better, and overall more exciting. I think Minecraft has turned a corner in terms of its like gaming reputation, let's say, because even though it was selling lots of copies this whole time, a lot of people are like, oh yeah, I played it and then I kind of wasn't really excited the last few years. So yeah, given that the combat update came out at the worst possible time for Minecraft, it was after they'd gone a year and a half with no updates, and then they released an update that was kind of lackluster, that also included new combat. A lot of people just said, you know, I don't want to update, I like old combat because that's what I know, and then it split the community in two, and it's never really been repaired. So to stop the same thing happening to Bedrock, even though obviously on Bedrock you can't pick your update, it just automatically updates, to stop something like that happening, to stop the, you know, whole server split and like the whole issue that happens with Minecraft Java, I believe what they're going to do is they're going to plan a combat update v2 alongside a big part of Minecraft update. So 1.15, it's going to be the Savannah update, and also they're going to update combat on there. Again, I'm just making up something, but like that's what I think they'll do with 1.15, cave update plus a little bit of combat change. Then they're going to make it much more mild. The problem with combat, I still think to this day, is they penalize people for hitting too much rather than rewarding people for not hitting, you know, too often. The idea is only hit once a second. It prevents click spam, but people like click spamming. Give people the ability to do that still, but give them rewards when they don't click spam versus punishing them when they do. So that's all you got to do. You got to make it so it rewards people. And I think they've had years to think this one over. They've been planning this combat update v2 for years. They've called it the combat update v2. They've called it different things. They've said adding shields to Minecraft Bedrock, and I think it's just something where they want to do this in a long-term plan. Minecraft has a plan for the franchise where they want to keep it going for years and years. You know, it can be the equivalent of a digital Lego, I think they like to call it. It can be as long-term as that, but they need to have long-term thinking about things rather than just pushing out the combat update the first time they think of it. They're waiting for the right time to do so, and that's why, even though you might really want shields, you might really want new combat, you might really want a new type of weapon, which is, you know, something we seem to be adding at least one of every new update. Like there's a new, there's a trident from 1.13, there's a crossbow in 1.14, who knows what's coming in 1.15, but I do just think all of those things together tell me that Minecraft is working on a long-term plan for new combat, and that's why we haven't seen it yet, but we are still going to see it in my opinion. But with that said, that was a big answer, but it's something, again, I've had a lot of thoughts on this last week. Let's move into the next question, which comes in from Mr. OP. Wow, you are so overpowered, Mr. Fallout character wearing a Christmas hat. But anyway, they say, now that we can play Nintendo games on YouTube, which are you contemplating on playing? So yeah, if you don't know, as of the past week, now you can play Nintendo games on YouTube, and they don't take all of your money unless you sign up their website, in which case they take 40 to 60% of your money. Now, the way the system works is if you play Nintendo games on YouTube, they don't take your money. They've sold this as a big win, but really it's what every games company does because, you know, you promote the game, etc. I've been boycotting Nintendo for the longest time. Most YouTubers who are pretty sane don't play Nintendo games because they, you know, they take the money from the video, which isn't too big of a deal because like, oh, you know, I made $11 and now Nintendo has it. It's just, you know, Nintendo is so petty that they want to steal your $11 as, you know, kind of, you know, compensation for making the game. But it's like, but it's my video I made on the game. Anyway, with that said though, so what Nintendo games do I want to play? I really liked Breath of the Wild, and I really liked Super Mario Odyssey. I don't think I'm going to go back and make Let's Plays on those games though, because I don't necessarily feel it'll fit. However, the next main series Mario game, because I know Smash is coming out, a lot of people know and love that. It's not my personal taste in game. I like Smash as like a single player and casual multiplayer game, but it's turned into a you know, like this competitive thing, which isn't where I'm at with Smash. But when it comes to what will I play on YouTube, if there is a Mario Kart 9, you better believe I'm playing that. I don't know why, but like Mario Kart, like treating it like semi-competitively, I love that. Mario Kart 8 and Deluxe were both pretty good games. So Mario Kart 9, any future like, you know, like 2D, 3D Mario platformer, again, those are my things. The Mario Kart series, those series, and you know what, Mario Party, I know I missed this game by a few weeks or whatever, that's a super fun party game I'd love to work something out, like to make some form of video on. So yeah, I like Mario Party, I like Mario Kart, I like the main series Mario game, and and also Legend of Zelda, if any of those games come out in the future, you better believe there's a real chance it'll be recorded either on this channel or on the IBX Toycat Let's Plays channel, or Andrew Andrews as it's called on YouTube because of reasons. So yeah, I'm super excited about that. But let's move in to the penultimate question, which comes in from Freak Jester, who says, Q&A. This is maybe a stupid question, but do you think the villagers will receive a better defense? So right now, what happens is pillager outposts spawn maybe one in every 5 to 10 villages, and they just go in and wreck the village. It's not even fair for the village. It's kind of a weird thing to look at, but will that, improve? And I think definitely. So bear in mind, there is a bell in almost every Minecraft village right now, or at least all the new Minecraft villages. They're updating them one by one to add bells. So there are bells in villages. The bells don't do anything yet, but I think one of the big parts of like the making the village versus pillage thing fair is having the bell be a proper way to either summon reinforcements, like get some iron golems in there, or tell the villagers to go hide inside and don't get in there. Right now, as far as I can tell, pillagers can't break down doors, at least not on normal difficulty, and because of that, I think that's going to be their big defense, just being able to be warned when a pillager comes into the village, or when the pillager raid happens. However, I think it's something they're going to fine tune and tweak, etc. Maybe villagers will just get walls in the future, or some of them will. Like, there'll be like 2 types of villagers, or 3 types: zombie villagers, regular villagers, and wall villagers. I don't know. I'm hyper curious to see what they do. I think they will. Remember, this update is still quite young. Even though the holiday update is coming out very soon for Bedrock, like I think there could be a Minecraft Bedrock update as soon as next Tuesday. But even though that update is coming out fairly soon for Minecraft Bedrock, the 1.14 update for Java is going to be quite some time because they want to add everything that they can. So yeah, there's a lot of things still to come in the Village and Pillage update, and maybe that includes a better defense. In fact, I think definitely some form of better defense. It's just how good the defense is that we'll have to see week by week in the snapshots, which of course I cover every Wednesday on the channel. So with that said, let's move into the last question, which comes in from Russell213, who says, Q, if they continue to update Xbox One Edition, would you play that over Bedrock? So let me preface this by saying I've always been honest with my opinions on this channel. A lot of YouTubers are willing to change their opinion based on what's popular, or based on, like what Microsoft basically implies they should, which is why so many YouTubers just said, oh, Bedrock's out, but we can't play our old edition. What a good piece of news. I think a lot of people like just rolling with it because, it's seen as being negative if you don't, but the truth is, I'll always be honest, even if I don't think my opinion is popular, and if I'm being entirely honest, right now, if they updated Xbox One Edition again, I think I'd play it a little bit, but my Let's Play world is on Bedrock. That's like the biggest thing to me. There are so many things that are only on Bedrock that I'm used to now. I'm enjoying exploring my near infinite nether. Next weekend I intend to do the challenge where I walk 1,000,000 blocks in Minecraft, which, side note, in Minecraft Bedrock Edition is only a 1/12 of the size of the world, but it's still going to be like an 8-hour challenge or something. The fact that that's only possible in Bedrock, the fact that a lot of what I'm now doing in my Let's Play world is only possible in Bedrock, I think I would probably stick to this version. I really think over the last year they've done a lot of good things as far as making it crash less, not at all. It still crashes on a lot of different levels, and it's still not a stable game on Xbox that I think would release normally, but it works for me. It works. It doesn't crash within the game anymore, which is a solid improvement. They've made it a lot more playable. They made it a lot more controller friendly, and also all of the updates and all the things are just things that I've appreciated. Like the update to Quatic was a really cool update, and seeing 1.7 and soon to be 1.8, I'm excited for all these updates. Again, the holiday update's only coming out for Bedrock as far as I'm aware right now, and I'm just excited to see how that one does go. So yeah, if they continue to update Xbox One Edition, would I play it over Bedrock? Probably not at this point. I really like Bedrock. I'm really all in on the Bedrock thing. I love that they switched to an update system of almost having like an update every month, and even though they've got some issues with the whole thing, I think that's where the future of the game is right now. I think obviously you can still play Java, you can still play console edition, and there's still valid editions of the game, and I think you should play whatever game you enjoy the most. That's what I think is true with most things, but I think that Bedrock is where the biggest future is, and given that I cover updates and also like playing Minecraft myself, that's what I see personally as the future. Even though it's a controversial opinion, there's going to be a huge number of dislikes, a huge number of people in the comments saying, hey Toycat, I don't like that, I'm a console player, you upset me. But again, I want to be honest more than I want to placate people with lies, and I hope you all appreciate and enjoyed this Minecraft Q&A Saturday video. You can like it if you did like it, because it helps out the channel. Let us know you do like these sorts of videos, share if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here. I make videos like this one every single day on my channel. Well, actually, I make one Q&A a week, but I make videos every day on this channel, which I hope you'll all watch, because that's how I keep the lights on. And also keep in mind that if you want to leave a comment for next week's Q&A Saturday, leave it in the comments down below, because that's where I pick the questions from. Isn't that wonderful? Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this one, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.